and friends.
Aunt Liz TV!
She's a magician in the kitchen.
Aunt Liz TV!
Watched on Mondays and Thursdays.
Aunt Liz TV!
Cooking yummy foods and tasty treats.
Hey everybody, it's Tasty Thursday. Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we have another birthday. Today one of our viewers is turning 9. Now, she has lots of things that she loves, but one thing that she really likes is peanut butter cups. Now, normally they come in an orange package that you get them from the store and they're really, really good. But today we're going to make our very own version of homemade peanut butter cups. So we only have a few ingredients and this recipe is so simple, but it's so good. So first we need peanut butter, we need powdered sugar, and you need chocolate chips. So the first thing we do is measure out our chocolate chips into a bowl, and what we're going to do is actually put these in the microwave and melt them. So I'm going to put in the microwave for about 2 minutes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them for 30 seconds and then give it a stir, and then another 30 seconds and give it a stir until I've gotten to 2 minutes. So here we go for our first 30 seconds. So we'll be back to check it, and I'll show you what it looks like when the chocolate chips are almost melted but not quite. Okay, so you can see that our chocolate chips are almost all the way melted. It's mostly creamy, but you can still see some lumps in there. So they've cooked for 2 minutes. I'm going to put them in for another 30 seconds, and then it'll be nice and creamy. It'll be perfect. And then we'll be ready to make the peanut butter part. Okay, so our chocolate is nicely melted. It's smooth and beautiful. That's what you want it to look like. There are no lumps. It's all smooth, ready for us to work with. So you'll notice that I have a baking dish here, and I've put some muffin papers inside the muffin tins. Now I'm using large ones. I don't have small papers. Probably this recipe would be good if you use small muffin papers in a mini muffin tin, but I happen to be out of the small ones, so we're just going to make big ones today. So what you're going to do now is take just a little scoop, and you're going to fill up. And this is the same process whether you're using the large papers or the small. You're going to just put a little bit in the bottom of each paper. And what we're going to do is then put this in the freezer. Let's see. I'll just make 3. Or maybe I'll do 4. What we're going to do is use half of our chocolate now, and we're going to put it in the freezer so it gets nice and hard. And then we're going to make our peanut butter mixture, and then we'll come back and put our peanut butter mixture, use that as the filling. So I'm going to put these in the freezer, and then we're going to let our chocolate sit, and it might get a little bit hard again. That's okay. We'll just put it back in the microwave and warm it up again when we're ready. So we're going to let that sit for 15 minutes. So in the meantime, we're going to make our peanut butter mixture. So what you need is your peanut butter, your powdered sugar, and this is kind of a weird ingredient, but salt. You need just a tiny bit of salt. So first we need 1 cup of peanut butter. So we're going to go ahead and use our fancy measuring cup for the peanut butter. And we'll do 1 cup. So 1 cup is right here. I've already got it marked. So I'm going to just fill my measuring cup up until I'm at the very top, and then I know that I have 1 cup. Now again, you might remember that we like crunchy peanut butter in our house, so that's what I'm using, but you can use creamy peanut butter if that's what you like. That is no problem. Getting close, just a little bit more. Did you know that Taste Tester has peanut butter for a bedtime snack every night? And it looks like I'm going to use up a lot of peanut butter. He's either not going to have a bedtime snack, or I think I have another jar of peanut butter. He might have to start a brand new jar of peanut butter for his bedtime snack. And I'm pretty sure that some of you still have peanut butter for a bedtime snack, or at least some of your dads do. Okay, that looks about right. So, and there's still a little bit left for taste test. Okay, so we're going to put this into our bowl. Right in here we go. Okay, and the next thing we need is a 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Now you might remember sometimes powdered sugar is called confectioner's sugar. Just depends on the brands. Different brands call it different things. So I have my 1 cup or my 1/2 cup measure, and we're going to fill this up, smooth it off here, and dump that in. And then you just put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I have this little crank kind, so I'm going to do 1, 2, and that's going to be plenty. So now we're going to stir this up. This might take a little bit. You'll have to be careful because when you stir it up, the powdered sugar sometimes wants to go crazy. So just gently mix it up. If you have a mixer, you could use a mixer. I'm just using my hand since we're not making very much. But anyway, so I'll finish stirring this up, and then we'll be back in a few minutes to check our chocolate in the freezer. Okay, our chocolate is almost done, so it's time for us to, we need to warm up our peanut butter mixture. So we're going to put that in the microwave for about 20 seconds. And what's going to happen while it's in the microwave is that it's just going to get soft enough, because what we're going to do is then spoon it into our chocolate cup. And then we're going to cover it with more chocolate to make the layers like a regular peanut butter cup of chocolate, peanut butter, chocolate. So, it's almost finished, so we're going to go ahead and take our chocolate cups out of the freezer. And we've got our peanut butter mixture. We'll give it a quick stir here. Very nice. Okay, so now what we're going to do is just take a little bit. Now, depending what cup size you use is going to determine how much you use here. So I'm going to use about that much. And what you want to do is just put it right in the middle. You don't want to actually spread your peanut butter all the way out, because what's going to happen is we're going to melt our chocolate again, and it's going to fill in all the gaps around the peanut butter so that you get your peanut butter center. So, just do this last one. Right. Okay. Now what we've got to do, well, I guess our chocolate is still a little bit melty. In case your chocolate has started to get a little bit hard, just put it back in the microwave for about 15 seconds. But ours is still pretty smooth. So, we're going to just take our chocolate and just put it right over the top, and what you want to do is completely cover your peanut butter. Now these peanut butter cups that I'm making are going to be apparently for giants, because they're really big. But what you could do if you decide to make the big ones, you could cut one in half and share it with your brother or sister. So you're just going to spoon it down over the peanut butter, and then we're going to put this back in the freezer. If you want to put it in the freezer for just a few minutes, I would do like 20 minutes, that'll work. Otherwise, if you want to put them in the fridge overnight, that would work too. Okay, looks like we have just enough chocolate. So if you make the mini version of this using the mini muffin cups, you should get probably 12 to 15 little bite-sized Reese's, pretend Reese's cups. These aren't really the Reese's cups. These are our pretend homemade version. Okay, so we'll cover, I see just a little bit of peanut butter sticking out there. We'll fill this side in. Alright. And then if you want to give them a little bit of a pat on the top to make them a little smooth, that'll even out your chocolate. Or if you like big mounds, you can leave them as they are. Okay, so here are our homemade peanut butter cups. We're going to put these in the fridge, and then, or we're going to put them in the freezer actually, and then we'll come back and see what taste tester thinks. I wonder if he'll be able to tell that they're not actually store-bought. Oh, one really important thing is that when you serve these up, before you serve them up, take the paper off of your peanut butter cup, and you'll get those really cool ridges just like the ones you get at the store. People will never know that you made these, although they might, because they're going to be delicious. They might think they're even better than the store-bought version.